him to there. And we'll move... We'll leave the heavy-duty guy here. We'll move you to there, and we'll bring you up to there. Alright, we got the GR infantry unit with my headquarters unit there. He's not going to declare war on me, I don't believe, so they should be safe. And then we've got a pretty good string holding territory, and I've cut him off from his road access to the north. It's not any real good terrain areas for me to hold on to. He ceded the forest to me, which is great. I was hoping I could get to one of these two. I need to get at least one more unit adjacent to his capital, really. Secondarily important is to try to wrap around his formation so I can cut his units off and keep them from retreating. Otherwise, it ends up into a continuous push-pull situation where I attack in and he just retreats over to his other unit. Then I attack that and he retreats over to this group, and it gets annoying. Alright, I have to think about trying to get another infantry brigade put together, too. So many competing priorities. Alright, still no sign of anybody else up this way. I want to at least secure that. Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got? Mercenary pool. Or mercenary post. Alright. Oh, it's guarded. Alright, fine. Be that way. Plus, we're way out of logistics range. I was hoping I could get up and hold this. 15,000 scavenger. So we're going to have to pull back now because we're pretty deep out of our logistical range and the unit's going to start to wither. We're just getting out of range here too, so I think I'll just... Yeah, we're going to explore this way. Still no extra units here. Nope, you're staying. So done, done, done. The line is done. And we now have the functional bureaucratic office providing us with 50 extra points. So if we go look at that earlier report, now we're up to 165. Huge upgrade. Massive upgrade. But we're dividing it between 3 different councils, so I'm really glad I got that bureaucratic office done early, because now we're splitting our limited BPs between 3 different departments. But that's fine. What kind of reports we got? Oh yes, my Secret Service. You are gonna, you, Secretary, are gonna take that job. Let's see. How do I do this? What order do I do this in? All. Is it relieve? Relieve from duty.
Roger that.
Uh-oh. I don't have the BP to offer him another better job. Ah, crap. Didn't realize I was going to have that many political points. We're going to have to wait another turn. Alright, we're going to postpone this until next turn, and I'm going to pray I have enough points to get him into that slot. I didn't consider how many BP it would take me to reassign him.
Roger
Postpone that decision. Alright, Secret Service Council task priority. I want not internal security. I'm not super worried about that at this stage. Active field operations and spy. Yeah, that's fine. We'll split those.
Roger that.
Alright. Pharaoh Shelf Union demands regular relations. Who the hell is Pharaoh Shelf Union? Where is Pharaoh Shelf? You are Pharaoh Shelf. Really? You're already demanding that we cement relations? I'm actually tempted to say yes to that one, because I've already captured the road network that I see through there. I'd be a little happier if I could have gotten to these 2 crossroads and got that captured beforehand. I'm going to say yes to this one. I don't want to have too many different problem areas initially. So we're going to say yes to this one, and I'll be happy with what we've got. We've got a little bit of a river. We got that. Yeah, let's do it. I don't have enough units. We're going to be all tied up with our units over here for a while, so I can't really contest the border. If I said no, he would just basically probably rush down and take over all this stuff anyway. So let's say yes to that one, and we'll get a 5-point bump to our mine profile again. I need to get a meritocracy boost. I need to get over 50 so we can start ticking up the benefits there.
Roger that.
All right, and you'll notice the border has changed. Now it's this orangish border that I won't be able to cross. So from here this way. So I can still expand up this way and over this way. But this is now locked. That still gives them options to come around to take this from me if I don't get a unit up here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to bring this guy back a bit to get him back in supply. It's going to take a couple of turns. We'll bring him up just to claim at least this section right here. Alright, so done. Done. No more reports to worry about, or decisions. Strat cards, I'm not spending my spies yet. I've got to save my political points for the next turn, so we're not doing any cards. Trade, we're still doing really well on sell water every chance we get, and we're actually okay on food currently. So I don't need to immediately build food. Can we sell water? Sometimes we can. Sometimes it'll auto-sell it when we hit our max, so I can't sell water. I've got 370. I want to get up over 500 bucks if I can. And we've actually got a head start on metal. Let's use that IP for raising the next formation. I need one more formation. So we're going to do a brigade size formation. We're going to say with an HQ. And the one I want... Alright, let me change that. This space here, it's important to pick the... You have to click on where you want the brigade to form up at. That's why it didn't show any numbers. Raise formation, brigade strength with an HQ. So I'm 64% progress to raising a 4,500 infantry, 1,000 machine gun infantry brigade. Machine gun infantry brigade. I've got the recruits. I got 6,000. I need 5,500. I'm short on the industrial points. I've got the metal, and I've got the political points. Let's wait one more turn. I want to see if I can get my spy master in first. Plus, that will let us increase our industrial points. I could raise it now. As long as you're over 50%, it lets you raise the unit. But it'll be a half-strength unit, and it'll take it time to come up to full strength. So... Let's wait on that. So we're not going to raise a formation. I'm not going to build anything because I need the IP. I think we're done. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do. Hey, you guys. You unit admin. Change color. I want you to be bright, glowy, strong red color. Much better. Much better. Alright, that's a lot easier to see. Let's see what happens. So we got the border locked there. This guy's going to shuffle around some more. I don't expect him to declare war on me, but who knows? On the planet we chose, we shouldn't have any animals wandering through our territory, so I chose this type of planet specifically to avoid that kind of annoyance. Uh-oh, not good. He took back my my spot. Alright, no losses, no kills, one decision. Any freebies? We discovered the Tech University, so we now know that such a thing as universities can exist. So now I am allowed to actually start researching university so that we can then build a university. So many steps to the process. Alright, no freebies that time. So, who are we dealing with over here anyway? This is the Lapotus territory, another miner. He must have a capital nearby to have all these units right here. This guy is completely out of supply now. I gotta pull him back. I'm not gonna be able to keep any of this stuff. I might be able to keep this one. I absolutely need or want to keep the green reservoir access. But let's move to... Yeah, let's move to there. We'll retake it if we have to. I got to pull that guy back. All right, you come up to here, and then to there. So I'm solidifying the border. He can still come around this way. But that provides a fairly good block from the orange guy coming this way. And he'd have to mess with this guy anyway if he was gonna. So... there. I'll probably lose this kind of stuff, but we're done there. You... let's... what the hell are you? RPG, rifle, and machine gun. Oh, you're mostly a machine gun. Alright. This is the bottom of the map. It's possible there's somebody down here, but I think I'm gonna bring this guy back over towards the theoretical front here. Oh, they did me a favor. They did me a favor. They gave me another adjacency. Problem I'm gonna have is I don't have enough. Actually, I do if I move him. All right, yeah, let's bring him over to help out with the fight. I think I'm gonna bring the. Oh, that's right. I sent him north. Never mind. So I can't go that way, but I can go that way and secure the crossroads. So road networks are massively, insanely important. That's how your logistics move around. So if you notice the color coding, here's a good example. So this guy was out, and that's what the black square means. This guy was out of supply because he was standing over here. So anything in the green is full supply. Yellow, you lose about 20%, or I don't know the exact number, but every time it changes color after this light green, it's basically downgrading the amount of supply that's going to reach that unit. So by supply, you notice here it says 0, and if we look at the actual, if we click on it and we look at the actual supply info, you can see he's out of food. He's got no food, so his strength is going to start to drop as soldiers actually starve to death. So that's not good. So I'm trying to bring him back into supply. What was the other keys? Not that one. There's the grid map. I don't need the grid map. I think that's actually the one I'm looking for. So we're trying to get him back into a supply status. He's in the yellow now, so he should get enough supply to keep starvation from happening right here. And this guy's got a stockpile, so he's got 6 more that he can use before he's going to get hungry. So I'm just going to immediately pull him back too. But with this guy here, I'm going to try to keep these guys posted up over on this side, and I'll push them forward as needed to try to keep control of Hazelton and my water access, and then this. So that's all they're going to be doing. They'll just be hanging out just on the edge of supply and trying to keep a hold of that. He's going to come over and assist, and I think you might be done as well. I might just park on the intersection here, now that this is secured. Barring him declaring war, it's secured. So we're going to leave you alone right where you're at. Okay, what do we do here? So he moved out of this space, and he moved out of this space. I've got to capitalize on this. That gives me a good coverage position to fight from, as well as a second adjacency to his capital. So I absolutely have to take advantage of that. I think to do that, I am going to... I like to keep my vehicles on the outside edges when possible, so they can try to do a quick end run in. It's a little hard to do with this kind of terrain and a wheeled vehicle. To give you an idea of the depth and complexity, I mean, every unit has a different, is made up of a different type and has specific information. And then, whoops, come here, you. Stop. If I click on the terrain type and highlight here, for example, you can see the chart. So it shows in the middle there, move type, foot, wheeled, tracked, walker, and so on, and how many action points it costs. So that's a heavy forest. So it costs 30 points to go through a heavy forest with a wheeled unit. Whereas the Alps, the Alps cost, well, you can't go into the Alps with a wheeled unit. No wheeled units into the Alps. So there you go. So the terrain is kind of limiting his mobility anyway. So I think I might start shuffling. I might try to get this guy up north so he can try to run the roads and or end run the other side of his line. I'm going to leave him here. I'm going to move you up as far as I can move you. Then we are going... So he didn't leave it open for me. So what actually happened there is my reconnaissance on the square is not high enough. And I couldn't see the unit that was actually in that space. So had I tried to move into it, we would have had an ambush situation and I would have been in a fight. We wouldn't be officially at war, but it would have caused an incident. So when I moved the recon unit, this unit up along that length, then by doing that, I generated enough recon points with the other units in the area to be able to see the unit. So that's what happened there. All right, so I think I'm going to leave everybody else alone. We'll just relocate him, and then next round he'll take off up the road. I'll leave everybody else in place. We'll bring him over to secure this, and then I'm going to try to raise another military unit to bring to bear. Between the 2 units and that special infantry, we should be able to crack this. We'll hope nothing else kicks off while we try. All right, what decision? Oh yeah, my Secret Service Council. 35 points. Please tell me I have enough.
Roger that.
All right, cool. So, I'm trying to remember. Does he consider the spot? I think he considers the secretary position is actually pretty high ranking. And I wish it explained or showed you what the effects would be for the job you're going to give them, but it doesn't really. I think it's going to be... what is it called? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to remember if I can find it in the manual. All right, so there's relieving. What were the post priorities, though? Somewhere in the manual, I used to have it kind of bookmarked, there is a listing of the different jobs and what are considered to be more prestigious than the others, and secretary is surprisingly high on the list. It does. I know it says the ranks. I used to have it listed or memorized, but I'm going to say... See, I'm worried if I say better job, but then I hand him one that he considers a demotion that he'll get all pissy with me. I think I'm just going to say other job.
Roger that.
So, diminished 14. Now, I think I have to wait till next turn to actually assign him. Let's find out. So... Oh, no, I don't. Look at that suitability rating. They immediately slotted him in to be my spy master. Like I said, this guy, Xeno Human Lord, I need him to be my spy master. So hell yeah, in you go.
Roger that.
And now we gained 32. So net gain, awesome. We now have a director of my Secret Service Council who is really good. I forgot, how old is that guy? How old are you, Xeno? Personnel... Xeno is 52, so unfortunately not going to be around a super long time. I forget what age they start to deteriorate and or kick it. Hopefully we can get a good 15, 20 years out of him, because that's going to be awesome. All right, now I've got 7 points left. Let's see. We got a super kick-ass spy master. He's going to make my spy rolls really, really easy and good. 6 points. Let's do it. So we are going to send a spy. I mostly want to know... Let's see. I haven't seen any activity up here yet. We got this guy on the border, and we know where his capital is, which is mostly all I'm concerned about. I'm going to say I want a spy sent that way. Lopotus. All right, Lopotus. Here's the deal. So difficulty is 45. We get to roll a D100 plus 92. Plus 92. Oh my God, we're going to get so many spies. So what happens is if you critical roll, what that is 50 points higher than the difficulty, then you get a doubling effect. So if I send 1 spy, but I roll a 95, which means I only need to roll a 3 on a D100, then we're going to get 2 spies put into the area instead of 1. So let's see what I roll.
Roger that.
All right, we got a total of 117, so we got a critical success. That means we double the number of spies. 2 for 1 sale. And I'm out of political points for anybody else, but that's going to be very, very beneficial. Dropping multiple spies into an area means you're going to get very quick recon on what the map looks like, and then the more spies you have, the more detailed information you generate. So it's going to be just ridiculously powerful. All right, so we're out of political points. We're out of decisions. We have moved our units. I have not used my resources. So let's look at that raising formation again. Oh, I don't have the political points for it. Damn it. All right, we got to wait one more round. That's fine. I need to build up my resources anyway. Nah, no triple crit. Doubling is the best you can do. You really, if you're going to play this game, you want to pay really close attention immediately to your personnel overview. Carefully go through and look at every single one. And just like I found with Zeno here, he had this ridiculous covert ops bonus, and I just immediately knew Spy Master. He's also good for the profile for me. He wants democracy the most, but he's happy with commerce and mind, which are 2 of my 3 primary things that I'm going to raise. So he's good here. He's super awesome here. No negatives over the personality. This person is just crazy awesome. So and he's 84 points happiness. 100's the max, and the higher you get, the more secondary bonuses they provide. The happier they are, the better they are at their job. So the governor of my city, for example, when he's super happy, I get massive bonuses to the resources the city generates and the tax income and so on. So there's a lot of things to know and to look at, but it's all so interconnected and so nitpicky detailed. That's what drives me berserk about the huge swaths of random that occur in the units that you're handed for free and the negative events that occur that you have absolutely no control over. And if you roll a bad on a die, all of a sudden it just wipes out however many hours of your decisions you've made previously. That's the thing that bugs me. It's a beautiful system, beautifully detailed. I just wish the random... If there was a button on the front when you set up your game world that said, like, pick the level of random for events. 100%, whatever is normally set for, 50%, 200%. I mean, pick something like that. Give me some kind of control over that wild-ass random factor on all the negative events and positive events, and be able to turn off the freebie gifts of the GR units. I'd be so much happier. I would be a really, really happy Vormithrax. But, unfortunately, those are not in. Alright. I mean, I love the detail level. I love just how interconnected a lot of the systems are. I love the blood, sweat, and tears I put out trying to micromanage the hell out of everything to gain the littlest advantage. I live for that kind of stuff. And then it hands me GR monitor tank, GR heavy tank, GR... jetpack unit. I'm like, all right, why did I just sweat and struggle to produce a single infantry unit that's the 1,000th the power level of those things you just handed me? That's what drives me nuts. All right, let's, are we done? I think we're done. Are we done? I don't have the resources to do much. I think we're done. Food and water are still okay. We haven't gotten much in the way of research done yet, have we? We got university unlocked. What am I looking for? Technology overview? Yeah, we unlocked university, but we haven't started researching it yet. That just unlocked at the beginning of this turn, so it'll start advancing next turn. I think we're done. Let's just keep going. I'll try to keep things moving as much as I can, but like I said, I'm relearning the game from 6 months back. Don't forget the city you have to cap. I know, don't worry. I got to do things in a certain order. I got to get that second military unit ready. Give them a couple of turns to get prepped. Get their readiness levels up, and then we'll declare the fight, and I'll run somebody down that way. All right. Hey, we got power plant. Cool. Now I don't have to worry about not getting any of the power generation stuff and getting stuck in a hole. That's nice. Ooh, prospecting push. So, look at this. Because we have the spy council, now we have another spy card that's showing up, 2 different ones. Assign a master spy to a leader to help with leader's next skill roll. But now I have a spy team. So for 5 political points, I can send 3 spies, which with my spy master means 6 spies are going to be landing in the territory very, very commonly. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have the entire planet mapped, and I'm going to know where all the stuff is. so early. Oh man, this spy guy is so powerful early game. Alright, so that's our cards for the round. Trade. Okay, so he did push forward. Oh, we got Dino Riders. Well, that's not cool. Who the hell am I dealing with over here? Lapotus. Nomads. Alright, they're going to be a pain in my ass. He's pushing right at me. This is annoying. two front situation here. So you can see the supply situation here has improved. So these guys are now in 100% supply. So we're good to go there. He's got 1 more round to stockpile his food. But I need him pretty much where he's at. I don't think he'll try to push through me. Ideally, I'd like to get at least 1 more unit over here. Now I'm tempted to redirect this guy to bring him up. I need to keep him from pushing into my territory, quote-unquote. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and get him forward again. I really want to bring this militia unit over, but they're not super useful in regular infantry fights, so... yeah, we're going to redirect. Now that I've seen what's happening over here, I need to get a 3rd guy. If I can get him to park on the ruins... and have these guys just kind of step back and forth to reclaim territory. He can't break through because then I'll just recontrol the territory behind him. Unless he declares war, I should be okay with 3 units to hold the border. Up here, I'm still tempted just to let him sit. I've already overextended, really. We haven't found any specialty stuff. Oh, see the map has filled in? That's the advantage of those 2 spies I sent over. We've got a view of the area here. So, that's that, the mercenary post. Yeah, that's the mercenary post. Not going to be able to control that, not with the nomads here. We got another... really? Belnon oh, it's a major! No! No! Too close! 3 majors on the map other than me. One of them apparently is right here. So, I need to put a special emphasis on pushing as fast as I can this direction to keep him from coming towards me. I don't want the major to take these territories and then be so close to my base. So now I've got a problem. Alright, well, we'll deal with that. I'm gonna get some spies over that way too, but I want to spy this direction, and I want to get a spy over here. We're gonna be dropping spies every damn round. We're gonna have the whole thing mapped in pretty quick. So I'm not gonna bother pushing my border anymore. I'm just gonna leave this guy up here as a forward scout to hold this until somebody shows up. So pending that, I can't. Well, technically, I could wrap around a bit. I just don't have quite enough units over here, and I want to maintain the line. So I'm not going to move any of these. What decision? Economic Council Research Objective. I would like you to learn the university, please. Just keep working on that.
Roger that.
Alright, what do we got? 18 points, political points? Yes. Let's send out some spy teams. I got 1 team and then a solo. Actually, let's look at the not the strategic map. Let's look at the spies overview. Yeah, so in Lapotus, 2 spies started, none lost, so we still have 2 spies on Lapotus. I'm tempted to get them right over here on the major right away, but I wanna get this northern area that's closer. So let's go strat. I'm going to save the team. Let's do a single here for that group north of me.
Roger that.
Oh, well, we only rolled 156. Dang it. Slacker. All right, still got points. Let's next send you. Yeah, I can't quite. We're going to keep getting the card back. But let's send it. I think I'm going to send it here, where the fight's about to occur. That way I can hopefully get the map and find out where that village is for sure. And with 6 dropping in there, I should get pretty good reports on where his units are and any specials and so on. So this time we got a 57 difficulty. So we might not actually double this one up.
Roger that.
Critical success, no problem. All right, 6 spies. Report. Oh yeah, 6 spies. So, 10 points left. What was that other negative card we got? Where is that other negative card? There he is, Paranoia. Which one is that? Random zone, 4d10 increase in fear. Do I want 4d10 fear right before we go to war? Hey, Ringmont. You got no fear currently. We've got extremely high pop happiness, no surprise. High worker happiness. Well, not the highest, but trending well, worker happiness. I need to, what am I up to? 9,000 recruits? I might have to tone that down now. Let's do, if I did, what would I spend it on? Beasts gives pop happiness, but we're already maxed. I know I only have 1 zone so far. Gladiators and teachers are infrastructure upgrades, essentially. Entertainment bonus for your territory and educational bonus. Which I do want. Oh, actually, I forgot we got a free point. I can do one of these now. I want... What are our numbers? We're at... which one was it? This one? Yeah. We got none in any of them because we haven't really built anything useful yet. Alright. Let's go for... let's go for the teachers. We're learning university. We'll go for the teachers. Target. Hometown. Teachers.
Roger
execute. Alright, so that created a private school asset. So if we look at assets, we should have the schools now. Yeah, right there. So that gives us 50 quality of life education points. And I could do gladiators also, or another treasure hoard if I do that negative. I'm just concerned about the fear and me not having troops here to pacify the fearful population. I'm going to say no. We're not going to do that one right now, so we'll hold off on that. I try to use those negative ones as much as I can in the super early game, because you only have 1 territory, so you know where it's going to land, and you can predict what's going to happen and whether it's going to bleed off the negative before you have to worry about it, or you can control the circumstances. Once you've got 3 or 4 territories, and you can't control where it's going to land and where you might need troops or other resources, it gets a little tougher. So I think we're done with strat. We're done with our reports. I'm not going to move the units. We moved the others as we could. And it's time to try to build that formation. So I could raise the formation over here. Let's take a look. Ooh, 28%. Ouch. That's not going to happen. So 100% if we raise it in the capital. And the difference is if we try to raise it over towards the front line, I think it's the... we don't have... It's the infrastructure point problem. However, we'll raise it at the capital. It's fine. So, actually, can we do it there? 28% again. Yeah, we just don't have the infrastructure to do it. meaning the road network. So we'll just do it right in our capital. So 100%. So it's going to arrive and be created fully formed with all of the necessary materiel as well as recruits in position. It will take them a few rounds to get their readiness values up, so they're going to have to sit for 3 or 4 rounds. Usually I sit them about 3, and then I start moving them. But yeah, let's do that one. So 4,500 troopers, 1,000 whirlwind machine gun units. Shows you what resources it's going to require. And there we go. There they are. All right, let's, where's your headquarters unit? 2nd Infantry. Hey, 2nd Infantry. Come on. Unit admin. That is not the unit admin I wanted to look at. Why did you show me that unit? Unit admin. Change color. You are going to be a nice bright blue color. Much better. Alright, so we can't move them. They have no action points to expend this round. These green buttons across the top, basically that's their action points. So people that you see have moved or have less. The color of the bar is their readiness, and then the number is their strength. So a lot of information provided on there, and then the number here is they're the first squad, 2nd squad, 3rd squad of the 1st Infantry Brigade, and so on. Alright, so they're going to squat there. We got the unit raised, but as you can see right here, their readiness value is only 50. So if we sit them in place for a little while, it'll keep raising. It'll take 2 or 3 turns before they'll be combat effective, essentially. But we got another unit. So between these 2 units, we should be able to do a pretty good smashy smash on this guy. Taking his city is still going to be a pain in the ass, but maybe we'll get another Galactic Republic free unit. Who knows? I think I'm done. We spent our political points. We spent our resources. Trade. I've got 9 machinery now. What's it going to cost me to put a recycling center in? Whoops, not that button. Construct. Mining, recycling facility. It's 125. Ooh, it's going to take me a couple of turns to get the resources to drop that. How about... a truck station right here? 100 for the truck station. So I need both. I need a truck station to increase our logistics network so that there's more points available. So if we go here and we look at current points, that shows my logistics supply. And the higher the number, the better. And that's the ability to move units, food, material, replacements, and so on along those roads. And then from the roads, there's a logistics ability out from those road positions to a certain distance. That's why I have like these colors over here, because this road proximity then is able to distribute points, logistical points, out a distance from the road. That's why roads are so crazy important. It takes a lot of resources to build roads and rail and the other networks. So taking control of existing road networks is just stupid powerful. Alright, back to this screen. I'm going to wait a turn. We don't have the resources. So there's no way to purchase industrial capacity. Industrial points, you just have to generate them with your buildings. You can't buy them, you can't trade them. You can stockpile them from your own generation, but there's no other way to get them. So that's one of the key things you have to be super cautious about if you're just learning to play the game, is this industrial points. You can make bullets, you can buy metal, you can buy oil, you can buy water and food, and so on. But there's just a couple of things in here you can't buy. And industrial points is the #1 thing you'll always be short of. So trying to figure out how to generate new industrial points is pretty powerful and pretty important. Turn that back off again. Alright, so I think we're done. That's enough talking. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I did a small medium map on purpose. This is my relearning game, just to get the basics back. Oh, crap. I hate nomads so much. Now you see why I moved that other unit back that direction. 4 decisions. So, one more turn of the culture effect. Then we're going to go into a different... oh no! Did I not get my spy team back? There we go. Spy team. Alright. Okay, so he sent a unit around who's now dancing in the backfield, taking my stuff. Ugh. God, I hate it when this happens. So tempted to bring this guy down to try to help contain this while I'm dealing with his other stuff. So, my map... We got the map filled in. What's my report demand? How many more turns? Uh-oh. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. There's no way I'm gonna make it to Borg and take it in 3 rounds. I gotta get all the way down there, and I got a frickin' heavy mountain range blocking most of the trip. There's just no way we're getting to that. We'll be failing that promise. Hey there, Ramgar. Welcome to Shadow Empire. And the land of broken Vorm promises. So much for my keeping my word score. Yeah, this is what annoys me right now. Ugh. We're going to end up dancing these 3 guys around, constantly trying to keep him from pushing in and taking my territory. I think I'm going to pull him back 1. We'll try to leave these guys kind of strung out, so it forces him to try to run through me, which he should be loath to do, but he could keep pushing around like this. Which is so annoying. So annoying. So, how's our units? They're up to 74 readiness. We went from 50 to 74. So, another round, 2 probably would be best. Then they'll be ready to go into action. We didn't see much movement over here. So we're still just holding the border. So those guys are done. Keeping him up north. Keeping them in place. So we can't do much with units. Militia commemorative plaque. They want a plaque. They want 200 of my credits. And 1 of my political points. What are we at for militia? 60? Yeah, man, I really don't want to spend them. But actually, what's the other ones? Faction candidate? Sacred School demands that you hire their candidate. Well, which one's which again? Faction overview. Sacred School, they're the main faction, Heart and Meritocracy. Okay, I'll take theirs. I don't want the Lawful League. I don't want anybody they send me, if I can help it. So I'll take the Sacred School one, though. We want to keep them fairly happy. They're pretty benign. So, commemorative plaque, yes.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to accept... Who did we get? We got Francisca Krypton Moore. Hey, Francisca Krypton Moore, you are... Ooh, good old Cap 1. Cap 1, a little bit of streetwise and diplomacy, no other skills, low ratings and damn near everything. They're basically the dregs. Although, at least Heart and Meritocracy, so I'll try to throw her into an inconsequential job, if anything. Nothing really negative, just really low level, low ability. So that's to be expected from when they force their members on you. Nomads are assaulting our trades. Lapota's territory. Nomads are assaulting and robbing their trading posts. Our traders are furious. They demand you use the army to protect them, something the army does not like to do. Protect traders is not their business. They have made more than clear. What should we do? Order the army to help them? Enforcement goes up. Or do nothing or cost me 1 still and enforcement goes down. Well, I'm going to say do nothing. I like enforcement going down. The lower the better. Make some of my people unhappy that like the enforcement profile.
Roger that.
So, Biff dropped by 3. And my enforcement profile dropped by 3, which is cool. New commander for the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. Oh, that's right. I don't have another military commander, do I? Blaine Ladrium is... Oh, that's that Lawful League guy. I really don't want to use him if I can get away with it. He has no combat skills. Cap 2 with autocracy and enforcement. He's just going to get continuously pissy with me, so he can't have the job. So I guess Francisca's going to get it, unfortunately. I hate the idea of making her a commander of my 2nd Infantry Brigade. We're going to have to do it for the short term, though. Any leader is better than no leader, so... Francisca, congratulations! You get to go to war. Wait, do I have any strat cards? Give me a strat card. Do I have anything better than... Ooh, oh, I'm not going to have 58 points for quite a while. Recruit a mercenary probably at least moderately skilled in the art of war, so fairly high chance of getting somebody that can help out in the military, but it's going to take me too long and too many points to take advantage of that right now, until we grow some more. Let's go ahead and recruit a junior, though. Maybe we'll get somebody better suited for that position.
Roger that.
Alright, I wish they'd tell me their name in that message. They didn't get automatically slotted in, so they couldn't have been that good. Gray Kent... Or Grey Gent, also Cap 1. I want that Cap 4 stuff, man. This guy is about as bad as you can get. 9 points of 6th sense and nothing else in the skills. Meritocracy. Alright, well, it looks like Francisca's getting the job then. Congratulations, Francisca.
Yes, sir.
Go hop in that tank. Alright, so our reports are done. Let's see how we're doing on our profile bonuses. We made any yet? I don't remember seeing a message about any. So we have a 23% chance to gain the free market ability, which will unlock these abilities. 9% chance we'll get accomplished envoys, and 17% chance we'll get the technology fascination, which will get us the techno mages. So far we haven't had much luck here. Oh well. Let's go ahead and... let's see. Resource-wise, we're up over 100, 111. I got this problem, though. Not sure just how big a pain in the ass these nomads are going to be. I know I'm going to fail this, so I'm not feeling pressure from that. I could leave these guys on the border, just to keep him in check, and run these guys up this direction. I'd hate to get into a two-front. I'd really rather just finish this guy off first and then pivot. So, what to do? I'm still not going to move this group yet. No new militia units have been provided by the civilian government. Oh, that's right. I was going to use him to do a little further scouting, wasn't I? I missed an opportunity. Let's not pivot around that yet. Let's keep working our way up north. Alright, another unit. Who we got up here? Zonstadt. Another minor regime. Alright, so we got the Zonstadt. He might push in on the border. I'm going to try to at least move one of these guys over enough to connect these two sides. If I can, I'd like to lock the border with Zonstadt. That way I'll have a locked border that I won't have to worry about for a little while. I can only push so far. It doesn't really help me to push too much further. I'll just easily lose the territory and such. So it's best to take it and then lock it, if you can do it. But we'll see if we can manage that. So I guess I could bring you over. That gets us the connection. I'll just leave these two guys on the road, keeping the road secure. And later I can fill this section in. Actually, they belong to somebody else, I believe, so I need to... Yeah, see, this is Panzerraum, and this is Zonstadt, so I need to actually capture this before I lock either of the borders. Otherwise, I'll end up with some of their land sitting right in the middle of, quote-unquote, my territory. So hopefully next round I can run this guy kind of back to fill this in without having to move through the mountains. We'll come in from the north, get this converted. We'll try to have him just kind of bounce up here and hold the territory. All right, so I gotta pull the trigger on this thing real soon. I'm getting a little worried. Hey there, Freighter 5. It's a good game. As I will continuously explain, I have my own personal issues with it. They might be totally relevant to you, which is great. I just try to explain my position and why I feel that it's an issue. And some of them you can somewhat work around. The other thing I would be a little concerned about is the turn processing times. Just from a gameplay perspective, the turn processing times can start to get somewhat long. So I'm playing purposely on a very small map with a relatively small number of enemy neighbors, 3 majors and like 20 minors. But turn processing times can, I think in the game I set up first, which was on a medium-large map, it was like 50 seconds to process turn 1. So... and it's just going to go up from there as more and more units and abilities and so on come online during the game. So, just be aware. I know he's been, Vic, the designer, has been working on improving that kind of stuff. So, hopefully, we'll see some of that improvement. This is my first game in the last 6 months, so I'm still very much in getting back into the swing of things. And there are some changes I'm not aware of, I'm sure. Alright, we're not going to pull the trigger this turn. Next turn, they're going to be ready to move, and I'll be able to get them down to either here or here, probably, in one round. That's still going to be this turn, next turn, turn after. Then they need a turn to get their readiness back again after moving. Or I can strap move them all the way to the front and then let them recover. Which with only that short movement, I probably won't strap move them. Alright, not moving. So, we're done with that. Done with reports. Done with the decisions. What do I want to focus on building next? I'm not going to build another unit, so... what was I looking at? Either, that's going to be the more important, I think. So, if we construct the recycling facility... we'll start to bring in resources, oil, rare earth, and metal. What I really want is logistics. No. Industry. I want Industry 1, but it's really expensive. It's really expensive. So the industry building actually generates the industrial points. But this doesn't look like much initially, but it's 3 rounds of these numbers. So it's not, this is what you pay over 3 rounds. It's round 1, you pay this. Round 2, you pay this. Round 3, you pay this. So it's actually 1,500 metal, 240 industrial points. So it takes a lot. You don't build an industry building right away. So you got to kind of work your way up to it and find other ways to deal until you can get that generated. What is my civilian population building? Light industry! Good job, good job. Awesome. Alright, so they're working on light industry. It's got 1 turn, and the turn after it'll start generating, and I'll start getting I'll get 20 industrial points as my share, like a tax of the industry. What can I buy? I want to buy... I might buy the scavenging units. I've only got 150 bucks. I need to start selling some stuff. Because I want to privatize this light industry if I can. I can't remember if they let you privatize light industry. Or nationalize it, as they call it. Cannot be unnationalized. Alright, how about the scavenger? 500. 500 to nationalize the scavenging. And the transport hub, also 500. Alright. Next time I have some cash. We need to be able to sell some raw materials. And to sell raw materials, you gotta have raw materials. So I think I am gonna go for the recycling facility.
Roger that.
Alright, get that going. That's really important. And that basically takes care of my resources for a while. I'm not going to sell anything. I might sell metal, actually. We're going to be generating metal, I think, a little faster than I can spend it, currently at least, until we get to some other tech. So maybe, if metal's at a good price, 1.61. I can't remember. Yeah, even if I sold all 95 that it'll let me currently, I can only get 150 bucks. I've got 529. Yeah, go ahead.
Copy that.
Sell the metal. Whoops. My bad. I just bought metal. Yes, I realize. It's not the first time I've done that. It's about the 15th time I've done that on accident. Let's do it the other way. Let's sell some rare earth again. I need some money.
Copy that.
Alright, we'll put the metal to use. Not a total waste. We're going to have things to spend it on here pretty soon. Strats, trade. Not colonizing, not constructing, not raising formation. I think we're done again. Oil selling can be good, but you got to be a little careful with that, because you'll find that you'll get yourself into an oil shortage once you start working your way up through the various buildings. Some of the buildings have requirements, and if you're not careful, you'll get yourself into some trouble. And we haven't found an oil well yet anywhere in our territory, so it definitely could be something we can look into selling. I also dislike that they call it oil in some places and fuel in others. There's no distinction. They're the exact same thing at all points. But it's labeled fuel in some places, and does it say fuel here? Nope, it says oil here. Whatever. It's a little wacky. Yeah, even if I sold not quite a third of my supply, it's $100. It's only 0.4 credits. Usually oil is really, really cheap because so much of it gets generated and produced. Let's end turn. Mega Biscuit for Zombie Dog. I don't have any Mega Biscuits nearby. I'll have to go get one. I'll be taking a break here in a few anyway. I'll grab it when I'm on my break. Oh, I remember one of my other pet peeves. WASD. I have to have my arm canted across my body to continuously sit on the arrow keys to move my map around. Because for some reason Vic keeps ignoring me when I tell him that WASD is the proper map movement the proper map movement function. Alright, we got our Shadow Spy back. Or our Spy Ring back. So awesome. I think I forgot to send out... Is that another Spy Ring? Because I think I forgot to send one out. I need to recapture that. I'm a little worried he might be waiting for me. If I try to move to there, I'm crossing a river into a town area where there could be a defensive unit. Let's go here instead. Damn it!
Get out!
Oh well. Poor militia. Damn you, Recon! Damn you! Move up and then move back down to that position. that would be the ambush. I'm not gonna risk that one. We're just gonna sit here. It's just a militia unit. I don't have to replace militia losses. The city, the government replaces the militia losses through their own processes. But still not a good thing. So I'm going to stay right here in this nice forest square. I wish he was in a forest square, but he's not. I might actually back him up to one of these just to give him a better defensive position. He's in a forest behind a river, so unless he comes across this way. But all I need to do is maintain this. I can't actively use these anytime soon anyway, so I don't really care if he quote-unquote controls these at the moment. That I'd get a slight benefit from for people moving to my capital. from the countryside, but not critical right now. So as long as I just maintain this wall, I'm happy. That's why I might actually move this guy back a space into a more defensible terrain. Alright. I think he's getting a few more units created on occasion here, so I need to pull this trigger here pretty soon. Let's see. You are going to stay where you're at. You are going to back off this way and down this way. Hopefully next turn I can get to that space, which will completely take all that. Then I'll probably run him back up to hold the, whoops, I lost that. To hold the intersection.